Flashing lights on Florida Avenue Monday morning after a shootout between 3 D.C. police officers and a suspect who was killed.
I'm happy to say that they are doing okay.
A sigh of relief from Chief Pamela Smith before she was asked about these striking numbers from the D.C. Police Union. The MPD is currently staffed at less than 3,200 sworn members, the lowest in 50 years. To compensate for staffing shortages, officers are consistently working excessive overtime. This not only leads to physical and mental exhaustion, but also reduces the effectiveness of our force.
Well, I think that one thing that I will say is that we are low in numbers, and I don't think that's any different from a lot of the other partners that are here today. What I will say is that our officers are resilient.
The union goes on to say, quote, "Today's incident serves as a stark reminder of the risks associated with an overburdened force. It is of the utmost importance for the safety of the district that city leaders prioritize staffing levels and retention of officers."
I mean, it's certainly a stress without having the particular numbers that we're looking to obtain, but I also know that we've been leveraging that with technology, right? We do recognize that our officers can't be at all places at all times, which is why we have expanded our CCTV coverage across the city, and we've stood up the Real-Time Crime Center to help support with the eyes and ears across our city.
7 News on Your Side asked MPD, are you offering any additional incentives to recruits, or are there any additional recruiting efforts underway? And with several high-security events happening this month in D.C., how is the department balancing covering these events while managing overtime and exhaustion concerns as outlined by the union? The only response we got directed us right back to the chief's remarks today. In the district, I'm Liana Golden, 7 News.
Just 9 months ago, we were standing at this very location here at the Fresca Taqueria on the 8th Street corridor when this happened. They still have shards of the glass that the burglar broke through. The thieves made away with $500 in cash and did more than $1,000 worth of damage to the window. And we're back here today because the DC auditors released a report talking about MPD staffing, saying they don't need any more patrol officers, and in fact, they have too many for their overnight shifts.
The beat of the drum bouncing off the walls of Fresca Taqueria is music to the ears for co-owner Evelyn Bastian, especially compared to the sounds captured on camera just weeks ago. For the second time in less than a year, someone broke into her restaurant.
They broke the glass and came in. They were looking for a cash drawer. They didn't find one and just exited real fast.
Despite not being able to steal any money, it still cost Bastian's family business.
It is about $1,000. $500 might be one of your employees' paycheck on the end of the week, you know.
And now she cannot believe the DC auditor is recommending fewer MPD patrol officers for the overnight shift.
I don't think that's correct. I think they have to come back and do an evaluation of the zone around, you know, the evening times. There's definitely needed for cops.
The auditor's report found MPD had enough officers in their patrol unit, recommending they should move officers off the overnight shift in favor of the daytime and early evening hours. 7 News on Your Side asked both MPD and the DC Police Union, do you agree with the findings in this report? A spokesperson with MPD sent a statement that says, in part, the central conclusion of the report that there is sufficient staffing in patrol and too many officers working patrol at night is at odds with reality. DC Police Union Chairman Greg Pemberton sent a statement saying, in part, we are running another deficit for hiring this year, and the situation is untenable.
I do hope that that recommendation doesn't go through, because I do think that we need a lot more policemen.
On the 8th Street corridor, Christian Flores, 7 News.